fly all the way to Australia and fight in pound-for-pound king backyard with Volkanovski. Let's do it.
This short guy, where?
Is there anything you want to say to the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Alexander Volkanovski?
I didn't see this short guy. Bring him here.
Are you down?
Let's do it. Hey, the lightweight on the line, pound for pound number one on the line. Let's do it.
That's country and western.
All the way, son. All the way, son.
Even worse.
We made him. It doesn't matter.
Now, this is country and western.
Look, Hawaiian kickboxer. You don't know that song?
I don't care. I don't like it. Told you, no country and western. Volks, you know, to his credit, he's always wanted to challenge himself, you know. He could sit there and take on some of the other guys and build a legacy with just a lot more featherweight fights, but he wants to test himself and move up, and all I can do is support him and pat him on the back, because not many other guys would want to take this sort of a risk, you know, especially against a formidable opponent like Islam. You know, he's a good wrestler, he's got very unorthodox striking that people don't give him credit for, and we've had all different guys come out, a lot of judo guys, sambo guys, all different wrestling looks. Clear the knee, it's been good. Time! Let's go one kickboxing round. Kickboxing only. No takedowns.
He's a tough fight. You know, this is definitely a step up in competition. We're moving up a division. But again, I'm the guy to do it. You know what I mean? And I just want people to remember the guy that, you know, people saying this is a risk and all that type of stuff. Yeah, good. Just remember that I'm the one taking the risks. So when I go and get my hand raised, reward me for doing things like this. I don't feel like a lot of people do this enough. I think a lot of people should challenge themselves because it's going to only make you stronger. And that's why I'm very proud of who I am and what I'm doing. And I can't wait to show all the people out there that if you believe in yourself, anything is capable.
Time! Good work.
Islam's camp has been going fantastic. I just joined on January 21st is when I got here. He's been training with the team in Dagestan with the great coaching he has there from head coach there, Makhachev. You know, the thing about Islam Makhachev is he's well-rounded. He's the most well-rounded lightweight champion of all time. That's the beauty about having someone like Islam. We can fight any way we want. It's a pleasure to have that, where you can actually go out there and make a change right as you're walking out to the cage. That's what Habib and I did on one of our fights in Las Vegas. So that's how good Islam Makhachev is. We can actually change plans at a turn of a dime, no problem. Magomed, great coach. The thing about Alexander is, where's the challenges for him? He's cleared out the division. He's proven to be pound for pound number one. So having a big challenge like this is a big step up for him. And so you know he's got a great camp. So we have to make sure that we do all the right things on our side too, because we're dealing with a very formidable team on their side and a true champion in Alexander. We have to do everything correct because, you know, he's a very dangerous individual to strategize for.
Today is Saturday. The gym owner thinks we rest, but Dagestan team never rest. Always training every day. That's why we're waiting for the key now.
Probably fixed these days.
No, Dagestan people training every day. So
I should just leave the gym open, huh?
Volkanovski is a great fighter. He has big experience in this game, and he is pound for pound king right now. But we have to change the king, inshallah. Here is not the same power. It's gonna be different because he never feel that power, you know. He beat many guys in 145, but 155 it's other jungle, you know. I'm gonna give him hard time here, and he never gonna come back to 150.
That's it, nice. Hold him down, hold him. Get ready, let's change, time to work. Let's go, Volks, let's make him work, Frankie.
This morning we have our, it's the last workout. The boys call it the spider. It's just a circuit. It's basically the worst case scenario.
Ready, let's change. It's probably the hardest session of the week. There's a lot of pressure Nice, with all the exercises and the movements. Get pressure on that head, and then followed up by going live. So, yeah, it is probably the hardest session of the week. A lot of the guys dread this session more than actually fighting. Let's go, good pace, good pace. Breathe and push. Let's go, Volks, keep the pace, keep the pace.
Let's go, Jim! Keep the pace!
Okay, go suplex after this. I mean, the support's always, one of the big motivators in doing that, not only from your teammates, but there's a lot of support here from just family and friends, anybody that's had anything to do with the camps. Okay, from your knees.
Let's go, Jim!
I always think it's an individual sport, but at the end of the day, we're actually a team, Without this team of people behind us, we're nothing, Let's spear him, Alex! 10 seconds!
I woke up like, this is going to be a hard one today. And but having everyone here supporting and cheering me on really gets you through. Knowing that it's the last session, it doesn't matter how tired I felt and all that, I knew I had to just push through it. So it was definitely a grind, and that's what it's all about. Just when you think you can't go any harder, show them you can. These are the type of workouts that you need to do, especially when things are gonna be tough. I could go out there and, Islam's a tough opponent. He can give me grief early. I'm going to need to, go for adversity. There's a chance of there being adversity. There's a chance of there being a good, hard grind first few rounds. And you're going to need to get through there mentally and physically, push through it. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad fight week can start now and we can get into it. It'll be interesting to see the hype over the week over there in Perth in Australia. Sport's going to be incredible. And it's going to be a huge moment. But to have them huge moments, you've got to put some on the line. And that's what I'm all about. I'm putting it all on the line, and I can't wait to prove them doubters wrong.
Where are we going?
To the right.
This one?
This one, yeah.
Oh, well,
First time here?
Yeah, first time. First time in Perth. But it's nice.
Do you want to drive?
Right?
Yeah? Yeah? Let's give it up. It's just a joystick.
Uh-huh.
Just don't hit any boats, yeah?
Okay. Don't need seat belt?
No, not unless it's rough. The waves knock you out.
Today is Sunday, have some fun, and next week is gonna be busy, That's why today we have to rest. Prepare for next week. We want to meet shark there. Are sharks here?
Yes, but probably hard to find.
It looks like kangaroo. Hey, you want some? I think she's got weight too. So hungry.
Cheers, mate. Thanks heaps.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
See you later.
Yeah.
Sunday, no rest. Now we're gonna swim a little bit. Want to find some fish for the dinner.
Вот такая была она. А где скат?
He finds some some fish. He say look like crazy. Поймай, да, он ничего не делает.
One at a time. Okay. Be careful with your fingers. Yeah, good. Wow. What do you reckon, Dylan? You reckon Daddy should get one of these? Pull up. Oh, good girl. There you go. The stage is set for something big. That's when everyone's just going to be talking about UFC 284. This is a massive fight. Everyone knows it. Number 1 pound for pound versus number 2. 11 fight win streak versus 12 fight win streak. 23-1, 25-1. You've got two of the best that are putting it all on the line to go out there and show who's the guy. So it doesn't get much bigger than that. So there's going to be a lot of hype this week.
Adelaide will be about an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah.
Get us some extra fuel, then we'll go off to
to Perth.
Ready to go.
With all the Aussie talent going there, putting on a show, and me making history in front of them. So I can't wait to go over there and put a lot of smiles on everyone's face over there and hear them cheers.
Feeling good actually, feeling really good. Not bulking anymore, so my body likes fight week. It gets used to it, you know what I mean? Like not many people can deal with it, but I don't know. For me, fight week when I'm doing it all, even the media and all that type of stuff, gets me in my zone, gets me keen, excited. So each day that goes through, I'm all good. Let's go. Woo. High spirits. That's why you usually see me high spirits, and I don't mind it all.
What makes Volk special, besides his fight IQ, is his mindset, especially being that he got into this sport a bit later than most people. So his mental fortitude is something that is special. So to put himself in the position that he's in and to work his way up, to stay there, now be able to go up and challenge for the lightweight belt is something special. So I think when you look at it, all those things put together, you know, you don't have to necessarily be the biggest. You know, you just got to have a bit of the dog in you.
I'm going to be fighting for every millimetre for the whole 25 minutes. Let's see if he can get me down. If he does, let's see if he can even hold me down. And let's see how long he could even do that for, because I can guarantee you this, I'll do it for 25 minutes, 100%. They all feel strong early, but after 5-6 minutes with me, they all slow down. They all start going exactly how I want them to go, and they start fighting my fight, and there's not one man that can slow me down.
Yesterday in snorkeling. Barracuda. Oh! I see, barracuda. This.
Makhachev?
Yes.
Со вчерашнего дня, говорит, эта рыба, говорит, вот такая была, вот такая, говорит,
Знаете, в начале ислама никто не верил, что он будет чемпионом, и многие говорили, с кем он дрался из топов. Ислам доказал, что он настоящий чемпион. Сейчас, на данный момент, с боем с Волкановским будет то же самое. Он докажет, и будет, что он будет первым номером.
Well, today was an easy 4 rounds of light sparring with Movlid, his main sparring partner. He's working on that distance. Not too often do you have two champions collide, and especially number 1 pound for pound versus number 2. The deal with Alex, he's very strong and he's very smart. So basically, he gets out of a situation with Islam. We just got to put him back there again.
Время.
Arriving early here gives us an advantage, I feel, because we get acclimated to the climate, we get acclimated to the people, the environment, everything. So it's a big advantage for us rather than come in 6 days out. We like coming in early. Everything's on point. Islam's on point. Sparring partners on point. Coaches are on point. Everything's great. The fight doesn't have to go to the ground. It could be in the stand-up also. So Islam has the ability to stand with anybody in the featherweight, the lightweight division. It's not an issue of what's going to happen when Alex gets to the ground and squirms out. It's going to be an issue. What's he going to do on the stand-up with Islam also? Because there's going to have problems there too.
Number one thing, I'm bigger than last his opponent. I am the champion. This is a big difference. This is not 145, this is 155. This is not same. When you jump from other division and fight with big guys, I'm gonna try to finish him. If I have some small chance, I'm gonna try.
Hello to you all. Thus we welcome you on behalf of our elders and on behalf of our Wajak Nyunga people. People have been gathering at this place for tens of thousands of years. So the language group that we are from the Nyunga. We are made up of 14 separate clan groups. We share the same language, Nyunga language, and we're also known as the Bibbulman Nation.
We want to invite you up to really be a part of this. All right? Hey. So, I'd know, if you want, you can pick the easy option of the weight, the emu, or you can jump around like a yonga. All right, it's completely up to you. We need to make sure we've got our ears on. We look around, we have our ears going because nature talks to each other. It's us talking back and forth. So everyone's starting down low. This is us becoming this animal. We got the most respect for these animals because of what they do for us. They give us meat for food. They give us clothes for warmth. This is an amazing animal that has been around for my family for a very long time. We want to respect them. So I want you to become this animal. So the significance of today was really sharing culture and welcoming the UFC staff and fighters to our country. This is where my ancestors have been for a very, very long time. And I was here with my family. My uncle did the welcome, my nephew danced with me, and we were sharing traditional dances that are very, very old to this country, over thousands of years. And we love getting people to get up and experience this culture. This is the oldest continuous culture in the world, and anytime we get the chance to share it, it's something that really makes us very happy.
I don't think that anything has changed since he won the championship. Of course, there is a lot more attention for him right now, but it's not distracting him in any way. He's been same hard worker, same dedicated fighter. He never missed any training. I think he's even more motivated when the fight with Alex Volkanovski was announced. This Saturday night, I think we're gonna see even better fighter and more complete athlete. The kind of level that Islam have, Alex Volkanovski never faced that. So we're gonna see a great performance this Saturday. I know that Islam want to stay active, and he's gonna stay long as much as he can and defend his titles, maybe go after the titles in a different weight division. So the plan is and the goal to leave his legacy in this sport as a great champion and a great person.
I say what I want after the win. This is one of my favorite dishes. Mante. Zubair, you like too?
I like, but when I see this video, I'm nervous.
Nervous? Relax, man. Just eat. Enjoy. Honestly, I don't eat this between fights, but now I want.
I want you to run yeah. I'm gonna set you right up. Yeah, get yeah. Yeah, when you're going. Oh, there it is. I was that was a try line. Oh, not try line. You don't have the goals. It went a bit to the right. Sorry, mate. Cheers.
What's up, guys? Brett Okamoto with the UFC featherweight champion and #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Alexander Volkanovski, who takes on Islam Makhachev. And I guess if and when you get this done, to me, it'll be right up there with some of the greatest wins in the history of the sport. Is that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
see it the same way?
100%. Yeah, I do. Especially the way people are talking about it. And then the fact that one's an underdog and, you see him smirking in the interviews and all that. This week you won't be seeing him smirking. You're going to see him struggling. He's going to be fragile. And then we'll see who's smirking after the fight's done.
You did not appreciate the smirks in that interview, did
It's
you?
just it's a cockiness, I thought. There's A short and all this, so I'm like, it's going to be pretty embarrassing for you, mate, if you're going to start talking like that. You know what I mean? So that just makes my win even bigger, and then your loss, very embarrassing. You know what I mean? So you want to act like that. Again, he's probably not meaning to disrespect, but that's a little bit how I'm sort of taking that smirk and that cheekiness. And I love smacking smirks on people's faces, so I'm looking forward to that. From cheap meats that are going to cook us either on a massive feed, and obviously I'm going to leave it to the pros. They're going to do all the cooking. I'm going to watch.
All right, we're going straight in the barbie, eh?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
You do it. Should we?
Call this something else.
I don't know what it is. I don't do those stupid things.
You're not an Australian and you don't get Kiwi.
I'm a Kiwi.
Something's about to happen. We're starting to move. Where are we at?
All right, mate. So what it is, we've been about 45 minutes and we've probed it and it's sitting at 55 degrees. All right?
And then go there. Don't want it.
That's willpower right there, eh?
Huh?
That's
It is.
willpower, man.
Yeah, I don't mind it, man. Like, you know, I'm watching your videos and all that type of stuff. That's what I do at fight week.
Yeah.
I can't eat it. We call it food porn.
What's up, big dog? In Perth, a lot of memories here, but we're about to make more memories when Volkanovski becomes a double champ. That's why we're here.
Oh, here we go. Zooming in on that or what? Woo!
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
now we're
sweet.
happy with the sear. Let's get it straight on that chopping board.
All right, there we go. Feel like jelly, yeah. Look at it just wobble. Ugh. You know, it's been a long camp, a lot of sacrifices from the team, training partners, coaches, all that type of stuff, getting me ready, and then not just that, being over here in Perth, getting me ready. So, you know, sacrificing time away from the families and all that, putting their bodies on the line. Obviously, I can't eat some of this stuff, but I can treat them by giving the boys a mad feast, a mad feed. I mean, it looks incredible.
From the first time I met Habib back in 2012, we had other guys come with him with Islam Mabadov. And what I noticed right away is the unity that these guys had, the discipline. And when I got to experience going to Dagestan, I seen firsthand why. It's unreal. It's like something I used to experience back in Mexico when I was a little boy, where you can go to somebody's house and you're welcome as family. So that bond there, to me, is a big reason why they are as strong as they are as competitors.
У нас подрастающее поколение, любой занимается базовыми видами спорта, как вольная борьба. С самого детства у всех наших ребят соревновательный дух, постоянно занимаются. Во главе угла стоит не только деньги, а сам соревновательный итог.
We have a surprise for you.
Snake, something like
No, nothing scary. So,
Might be animals, might be some bugs, snakes.
Just tell us what you think.
What I think I can.
Yeah. Here, you can open it and just tell us what you think.
I can open inside? I will
No,
go
you just
after it.
take it off.
Okay, take it off. UFC honors. Wow. It's the ambition of the year. When I catch him, when I close my arm, and I think, hey, he's gonna tap now, and I finish most dangerous guy in the ground. And you know, I know my skills, and that's why I told all the media, all the people, I'm gonna choke him. And I know I deserve. Thank you.
Welcome now from the reigning UFC lightweight champ, Makhachev.
Where do you see he's most dangerous? He's a good striker, but we're gonna check his wrestling and working skills. Very soon we're gonna change pound for pound team. Why do you want to start Islam? Because I'm best fighter, MMA fighter, and I'm not just striker, I'm not just wrestler, not grappler, I'm a best MMA fighter.
I think you're winning over this crowd. What do you think?
Guys, without you, this is not possible. Thank you for your support, thank you for coming, thank you so much. I love you guys, thank you.
Give it up for Islam Makhachev, UFC featherweight champion, the pound-for-pound #1 fighter on the planet. He's your own Australia, Adriana, the Great Volkanovski. Australia, what's happening?
I don't know if you remember the last one, I was in there. I was getting booed, but I remember looking down that camera and saying, everyone back home in Australia, I can see you, I can hear you. That got me through. I was saying, let them boo. And thank you again for the support, really appreciate it.
Alex, you are the pound-for-pound #1 on the planet, but you pushed yourself this pound.
Every time, mate, we always say we level up. How we all are, yeah, we always work hard, especially here in Australia. Down under, we make sure we do what we've got to do, and I'm always raising the bar every single time.
I hear there's a man in town who's looking to take that #1 spot. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this is a challenge. I love a challenge. I think we should all challenge ourselves. It makes you better. Trust me, I'm twice the man I was. And you're going to see that Sunday when I take that lightweight belt. Let's go!
How does it end?
He's going to want to get me down. I ain't going to let it happen. I'm going to put these hands on the chin. I reckon we're getting a finish. Let's go. Especially with the home crowd. I'm looking for that finish.
Is Wollongong, Australia's own Alexander the Great Volkanovski. This is Islam Makhachev.
So I'll start with that. What do you make of the reception you have here?
It's good to be back in Australia, baby. Woo! Well deserved. As I said, I deserve the fighting. The Aussie fighters deserve the fighting. And the fans deserve the UFC event here in Australia as well.
Islam tweeted after he saw your interview with ESPN when you said you wouldn't mind smacking the smirk off his face. He said he hopes you keep that same energy here at the press conference. So you're only a few feet away from him. Do you have
That's the funny thing. I don't know what he's coming to fight. Are we going to punch each other in the face? Or you said you wanted to knock me out. That's what smacking in the face mean. Obviously, I'm going in the octagon to smack him in the face. I'm sure he wants to do the same. Or he wants to wrestle. I don't know.
Going off that, Islam, you're only a few feet away from Alex. Do you think he is keeping the same energy?
I don't know. Now we have a little bit different, but thank you. He have to keep this energy, for sure. We're very close.
And obviously, in your last fight, you were the big favorite. You got the big ovation. Here, you didn't get really much of love when you walked in. What do you make of the fans' receptions?
It's okay. I just come to Australia to these people. Doesn't matter. When cage is closed, the people just gonna watch. But you gonna upset, guys. Sorry.
Alex, I'm curious. You hear the fans, and obviously you were going to get this sort of reception, but it's even more than I think we could have imagined. How much of a lift is this going to be for you on fight night?
Oh, mate, it's incredible. Look at it. It's absolutely stacked in here. It's just a press conference. Some of the best fans in the world are here in Australia, and we get to put on a show, and they're going to definitely be giving me a lot of energy in there. And champ, baby, let's go.
Islam, a lot has been made of what this win would mean if Alex got it. I'm curious, you know how good you are. If he beats you this weekend, could he be considered the greatest of all time?
It's not possible. Because I am the champion and we fight 150 fight. This is not his area. This is other power, other division. I'm gonna beat him easy.
So I'm gonna feed off you guys' energy.
I wanna touch on that as well. What better way to have these guys obviously face off and build up my next fight in the featherweight when I choose to do that. So in front of a home crowd as well, the Aussies get to see what's next for me in the featherweight division after what we do on Sunday. So it's going to be awesome.
So Alex, who are you picking in that fight?
Who am I picking?
Who are you picking?
I'll stay out of it. We'll just watch and enjoy. It's going to be a good one.
This week, Alex's grappling coach, Craig Jones, said he feels you are terrified of heel hooks because maybe that doesn't happen as much in Sambo. Can you give your response to that?
This is not same. He brings some guys from the jiu-jitsu, but this is not same, you know. This is not gonna be jiu-jitsu. This is gonna be MMA pressure to the ground. He feel like Greg Johnson cannot control him in the ground, but this is a different.
Everyone from the start, it is a challenge. I am moving up. There's a narrative that, he's pushing a narrative that there's no wrestling in Australia, that, that I won't be able to feel the power and all that type of stuff. I am the underdog, but I love people down to me. I prove them wrong all the time, and I plan on doing that on Sunday. And, champ, to get all respect to Islam, to take the belt off him, it's going to be an incredible feat. So I hope people realize what I'm trying to do, and when I do it, I can't wait.
In the countdown, Islam spoke about how you're doing the same thing that Charles Oliveira did, where he brought in a wrestler from Iran who made him believe that he could do certain things that in the fight, didn't really matter. I wonder, from your perspective, what are you doing differently than Oliveira or any of Islam's past opponents?
Man, look, I don't know what they did, so I can't touch on that. But I know I'm doing everything I need to. So again, I'm not just sitting here just putting rounds in just for the sake of it. I do specifics. I do details. We studied him. Obviously, again, you've got to respect your opponent to really know what they're good at. Suppose if he doesn't really respect me as an opponent, he's thinking I'm going to be easy. I hope he did do his research like we did, because you need to with fights like this. This is two of the best going at it, and I'm going to prove I am the best, and I'm going to show you why I deserve that number 1 pound for pound.
Islam, do you respect Alex as an opponent?
Of course I respect him. He's a pound for pound, but many people say Islam the best fighter in the world right now, and tomorrow, Sunday morning, I'm gonna show you why the people think this.
And just last one, Alex mentioned yesterday how you trying to knock him out would be an unnecessary risk. I'm curious, from your perspective, why take that risk when you see certain great fighters like, say, Kamaru Usman take those risks and it didn't really work out?
This is my goal. Because Alex is a great striker, I want to knock him out there and take his place, pound for pound, to be pound for pound king.
Where does Alex rank for you in the past opponents that you had?
Alex is good. Alex is good everywhere, but I am the different. I have different style. Not like every his opponent, like zombie. I'm not gonna go crazy straight like Holloway. He just follow him. I have other plan, and I always follow my plan and always finish my opponents.
And Alex, I know you told Oscar when you were chatting to him about how you potentially champ, and then champ. And I know you're not overlooking Islam, but just for the fans here, is that the plan eventually, if things go to plan, 3 belts back to Australia?
Oh no, look, man. Obviously, I've got to, I've got to do Sunday first, and I'm obviously not looking past him, but I love challenging myself, you know what I mean? I love putting myself in this position. I think people should always do that in life. If you want to be successful in anything, challenge yourself. It's going to make you stronger. Trust me. I'm twice the man I was before I started this camp because I knew the challenge ahead of me. I ain't scared of a challenge. I know I can rise to the occasion. I know it's going to make me better. And that's what people remember, these moments. A lot of people are like, he will sit there and say I'm crazy for stepping up and all that. I think that's weak, looking at it that way. You should challenge yourself. You should put yourself in these positions. Don't look at what might happen if things go wrong. Let's look what happens if things go right. Sunday, it's going to go right, and I'm going to be champ.
Now, Islam said at the press day yesterday that he plans to knock you out and not go to the wrestling too much. What do you say to that? Do you believe that he won't try and wrestle you?
Look, man, he's a incredible fighter, and he's done so well because he's very calculated. As he said, he's an MMA fighter. He doesn't take unnecessary risks. We know where he's strong. We know where he wants to take it. We know where I want to keep it. So I believe that he will look for the takedown, but that ain't going to be easy. So he's going to have to be forced to fight on the feet as well. But at the same time, as he said, he's a well-rounded fighter. He's going to want to shoot. And he's good at that. So I need to be prepared for everything. So I'm just going to fight the fight in front of me and do what I got to do. But first I want to say something as well. I know there's a lot of boos in that as well. But I guess they're revved up, right? They've had to hear us fight over in other countries, me getting booed, and I had to look down the camera and say, I can hear you back home and everything like that. Sunday, I don't have to look at the camera. I'm going to be looking at all of you. And I appreciate that. Wait. That was all out. That was all out. Let's do that again. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
If Islam gonna put you in armbar or choke and there will not be chance to escape, would you rather go sleep and let him break your arm or tap?
The crowd's revved this fella up. He's coming at me. He's coming at me strong. Put it this way. He's saying that it's different. You just mentioned submissions. I had one of the best grapplers in the world put me in these positions for 16 weeks straight. A bigger, stronger guy than him put me in them positions. One of the best submission artists in the world. So to think that I won't be prepared for that is silly. So I ain't tapping, I ain't going to sleep. I'm getting out and I'm putting hands on him, and that's that.
How important is this next fight or next couple of fights to help you step out of that shadow of Khabib?
I don't think about this. Just, you know, this is a dream for all MMA fighters to be pound for pound best fighter in the world. I just think about this and I will do this.
When it's all said and done, how does Alexander Volkanovski want to be remembered?
I get asked this a couple of times, and obviously, you know, Alexander the Great, but, you know, I'm looking to be one of the greatest. But not just that, I'm proud of being who I am through the whole process. You know, I didn't have to be someone I'm not. I could be myself and get the respect of people because it's deserved, and that's something I'm proud of. And, you know, there's a lot of fighters like that. A lot of people just be themselves throughout the process, and hopefully people realize you can do that and get to the top. Be pound for pound #1 and get a crowd like this cheering for you as well.
In your opinion, how many days will Dagestan celebrate your victory?
Dagestan, now it's MMA, like big sport for Dagestan and Russian people. That's why it's gonna celebrate many days, for sure.
We're waiting for the belt.
Thank you, thank you.
Back here for the ceremonial weigh-in.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
30 a.m.
Aussie! Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
And we're gonna now...
Ready? How's the weight? Good?
How's the weight?
Easy. Easy. Healthy. Strong. Yeah, it's good. Bit skinny.
Yes,
Bit skinnier than I remember.
But after tomorrow, it's gonna be big.
Don't eat too much. Don't eat too much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Let's go!
This is a fake.
Nah, it's all right. Tip. Go tip. It's all right. That's all good. This one, this shoulder. You can pass it in. Nah. Let's go! Tip, baby! Let's go!
Cameras come out, Eugene Bandman comes out. Shows up 2 days before the boys show up, make sure he's on camera. Trainer of champions, trainer of the year, Eugene Bandman. Lucky to have him here.
Does it feel nice to not have to cut weight? Yeah, well, obviously I'm still going to cut. Obviously I still have to water load and eat properly, and I've still got a few kilograms to go, but I mean, I'll sweat that out easy. I'll probably have this session and start to get close, because obviously there's not much to get rid of. It's definitely easier than the featherweight weight cut, but I mean, I still had to do the process.
Thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 284, Makhachev versus Volkanovski, and we will begin with one of the men around whom this entire fight card was built. The undisputed UFC featherweight champion moving up to lightweight to challenge for the title, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. $154.5 pounds. The official weight for Alexander Volkanovski. Our next athlete to this around whom this pay-per-view was built, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. $155, the official weight for Islam Makhachev. And with that, your UFC 284 championship main event is now official. Scale the undisputed UFC champion, undisputed
Makhachev has experienced a fight atmosphere like this. And now he traps Volkanovski. The body work for Volkanovski will be key. Has ever done this to Volkanovski in any way. Nice. Where's that? Look at Volkanovski. Slam for Volkanovski, and that's his. Oh! Counter left hand over the top. Situations. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, that's how you time a takedown. And he loses his fight. Look at that. Amazing. Under 4 now to go. Ooh. Oh, those knees. So he's going to keep it on the feet, but you're seeing how good he is now. Nice. But look at this. Beautiful, all of these guys in 3 rounds. They just went 5, and neither of them were breathing hard. On the pressure. Typical. The biggest moment of the fight. And this is one of his best positions. Has to take from Volkanovski.